attract anything that you want using the power of focus and scripting. Welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie Leffler, and I've been a marriage and family therapist, behavioral expert, and holistic health coach for over 15 years. And I love to help people create lives they love using the power of their own mind. I'm so excited you're here today. I am talking about scripting again. This is video number 2, and I'm going to dive into 2 scripting exercises that you can do to start creating a powerful attraction in your unconscious to bring in anything that you want. And today I'm specifically going to go over how to attract a soulmate or specific person or relationship into your life. So the first technique that I like to use is called a focus wheel. That is this top screen. So when we want to bring in things into our unconscious mind, we do that with the power of focus. That's why we have these amazing senses that we can see the world. Now, we don't see everything because our brains would explode if we saw everything. I teach you all about your reticular activating system in another video, so check it out, linked below. But this amazing tool we have in our brain allows us to focus on things that are important and then lock that in to our unconscious mind. So focus is really, really important. Because what you focus on, you get more of. We don't want to focus on things that we don't like, which is very, very common. Unfortunately, things that we don't like entice us, and our ego mind thinks, "Oh my God, I need to make sure I don't get more of that, so I need to focus on it, so I don't get more of it," which doesn't make any sense because it's kind of the opposite. The more you focus on it, the more you get it, and you really need to just turn the other way and not focus on things that you don't want so that you don't keep getting them. And instead, you want to focus on what you do want because we live in a world where we get what we focus on. There is no, it's just all inclusive. What we focus on, we get. So we want to be really deliberate about what we are focusing on. So the focus wheel is a way to hyper focus on the things that we want. So if we're talking about trying to attract someone into our experience, what you would do is you'd make a circle and you would draw the circle and right on the inside write what it is that you want. For this example, I'm saying a soulmate, a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever you want to call it, just so that you know what we're talking about. And then on the outside, you're going to fill it in with everything that you want, every aspect of that thing that you want. And therefore, thinking about it, focusing, you're kind of envisioning it and bringing it in and you're highlighting it and therefore immersing your unconscious mind with those aspects so that it brings it to you. So for a soulmate partner, you might have hardworking, you might have fun, you might have funny, loyal, caring, family oriented, attractive, passionate, just a few that I threw on there. You can write 150 different things if you wanted to. I mean, there's so many things that you can ask for. There is nothing off the table. You could ask for all sorts of things, and you can get specific about looks, about the type of things they're into, if they're like you. I would urge you not to be too specific because when it comes to manifesting or creating, you can be as specific as you want. Anything is possible. Or you can be more general because your unconscious and your superconscious know what you want and they know it's really good for you and they will find it. If you get really specific, they will listen to you. But in my experience, I've seen the more, if you're too specific, it's not as, it turns out to be kind of funny because it's not usually what you want because you think certain things are important and they're not. And then you'll realize that. It's just my experience that I've seen. So I would just be really general about it, like hit your main ones that you want and kind of be pleasantly surprised when your unconscious brings you what you want because it might be a little different than you think, but also it might be even better than what you want. So, but it's up to you. You can be as specific or as general as you want. But what I did want to note about that was that Your unconscious and superconscious are always finding in your experience, pulling you towards things, bringing things towards you. This whole play is happening. Now, the more complicated you make something, it can 100% still come to fruition. It just might take longer. It might take longer for you to reach that goal because there's like, it's like finding that needle in a haystack. It's possible. It's just going to take more digging and more parts to get to it. If you're more general and you're open to more options, you're just going to have, it's just going to be easier for your unconscious and superconscious to bring it to you. So that's also what I mean by being general. If you want to get super specific, like a very specific person, it's still possible. Anything is possible. So just know that it's, you're planting a seed, and some seeds can grow really fast and some seeds grow slow, just depending on the complexity of that particular seed. So up to you. Now you could do this same exact thing with anything. You could do it with, I want my dream house. Okay, what would your dream house have? You know, private, large backyard with a pool, big kitchen, 4 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, whatever it is. You just fill it in. You're focusing on it. You're envisioning it. You're getting excited about it. Like, ooh, what do I want? What do I want? This focus wheel is really powerful because you're just drawing your attention into the things you want, and then you're going to see in your experience those things. That is the projection element of our unconscious into our reality. We see what is on the inside right here in our experience. So think about it. You just want to think about the things that you like, the things that you want. You just want to keep those on your mind. You don't want to think about the things that you don't want so that you get those things that you do want. So that is one really awesome tool. You can do it with anything that you want to bring into your experience. The second is a letter, and it's a letter to, I say it's a letter to God, source, the universe, or whatever term you want to use for your infinite nature. So your super conscious is a part of that infinite nature that's going on. Some people call it the universe. Some people call it the awareness or consciousness or God. It is all of the same thing. It just depends on what you're raised to believe or what you've decided to believe. It is we are all a part of it, but it is the greater piece. And so we are like the moving parts within this piece, and we tap into it. But there's the greater piece that's above that's kind of manning the whole show. So we tap into it and we're a part of it. That's why we can create whatever we want, because we can tap into that. But as we direct our parts, it's directing other parts, and we're all playing this big old play of life. So I like to write a letter to this being that is a part of our creation that we are using, and tell it, thank you. Thank you so much for creating, being a part of your creation, for helping you create whatever it is that you want. So if we're talking about creating a partner, a soulmate, you're going to write it a letter, thanking it so much that it has brought this thing to you and you appreciate it. So in my program, I have worksheets about this, but this is a little brief example that you can try. So I just say, thank you so much for an amazing partner. They are exactly what I wanted. They are, you can list all these things, they're perfect for me. They are this, everything that I wanted. We have amazing communication. We have so much fun. We see eye to eye and everything, whatever you want to say. And then say, I am so appreciative, because it's always really great to show appreciation. When you show appreciation and love, that's you kind of resonating at the highest level of desire, of wanting, and of being in it, of feeling the feeling of it. Because when you really love something, you're really, really resonating with it. So it's really powerful to always feel something. It's even more powerful than words. Feelings really are really, really powerful into locking into the unconscious mind. That's why our unconscious mind remembers very emotional things, such as either good events or bad events, because those emotions are huge signatures. So when you're like, I love this, oh my God, I love this so much, then your unconscious is going to remember that and it's going to plug it in there. And so it's like, ooh, this is real, this is happening, they love this. Okay, this is instructions. We need to follow these instructions. So when you write this letter, you're acting again as if it's already happened, and therefore your unconscious is going to match that into your experience. It's going to do whatever it has to do. You don't have to figure out the details. It's going to do whatever it has to do to line it up so that it just comes into your experience. It's going to move you or move what other parts that need to be moved, and so that you come together. So both of these you can use with trying to seek a person. You can do it with anything, with your dream vacation, with your new house, with your perfect career, or anything else that you would love to bring into your experience so that you are living a life that you love. And that's all there is to it. It's really quite simple, because writing is so powerful. It just goes directly into your unconscious, has those instructions for it to give to you in your experience. So hopefully this helps you a little bit get kind of excited, because it actually is really amazing and really fun. I've experienced many, many manifestations due to writing. It's my personal favorite way to manifest. That's why I love journals. And because it really, really is powerful and it really works. Everything that you write out will come true. And it's, once you start doing it, you'll see. And I have another video about scripting and some other ways to do it, which I'll link in here. There's a few different methods. All of them are really powerful. And another, just to give you a little snippet, it's all about kind of writing out smaller manifestations, because sometimes people tend to want to just like jump in and just try to get the biggest thing, which is possible, but if you still have a bunch of beliefs that it won't come true, you're going to kind of be working against yourself. So I have some scripting tools to help you get rid of beliefs that might be stopping you from moving into your desires. So check out that video as well. And I for sure will link it below. And you can just follow all of those scripting techniques, and boom, your life's just going to change right before your eyes. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining. Catch the first video if you haven't seen it in the link below as well. All the videos I have, I'm trying to give you tool after tool to help you create a life you love. So please like this video. It helps people see it that may not have seen it. And subscribe to my channel. That way I can continue making these videos for free to help you create a life you love, because it is my personal mission to get everyone to figure out that they have this power inside of them, that they can change anything they want to themselves. You're a very, very powerful person. So it's my pleasure to teach it to you. Please give me a comment below. Tell me all about all your scripting and let me know how it goes, okay? And I will catch you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye.